morning everyone. It is the 2nd of January. It's been a good minute since I've done an update about Nellie. December was a little bit of a write-off for me with getting any work done. I got sick for a little bit of the month. Weather was pretty shitty. Weather was really cold, and a lot of the jobs that I'm doing at the moment require me to use like sealant or glue, and a lot of them, if it drops beneath about 5 degrees Celsius, it's going to get too cold for the bonding or whatever it is, the sealant, to actually go off to set. So and it's been wet and rainy and weird snow and all of that. So December, complete write-off for getting anything done. However, today, Sunday the 2nd of January, we have got the most incredible weather window today. It's about 11 degrees outside. It is not going to rain. It's completely clear, blue sky, sunshine. It is gorgeous. It feels like spring out there today. So I would be an absolute idiot if I did not seize that opportunity to get out and do some of the other jobs on the van. Excuse the noise of the doggies squirreling around behind me. So I've got a few big jobs that involve me being outside the van, and actually involve me getting up here on the roof and cutting some holes in the roof. So the jobs that I'm going to start tackling today is installing these. I've got 2 of these Maxxair fans to go in to get the air circulation in the van. So one is going in the front here, just above where my head is right now, and the other is going to go right at the very back above the bed. So I'm going to attempt to get those done today and see how far I get with them while we've got this incredible window of great weather. So first thing I've got to do, I'm going to build timber frames that these will attach to on the inside of the van, just to get a bit more grip for the screws to go into. So I'm going to head into the workshop and make a start with building the timber frames before I get up on the roof and do anything up there, and I'll update you through the day. Just going to show you what I'm working on right now. So this is back in the workshop again. Monty has joined me. There he is. Hi Monty, say hi to everyone. Oh, gorgeous boy. So the fan sits in this frame that goes on top of the roof, and it just basically just clips and then screws into here. So this has got to be mounted on top of the roof with a hole cut into the roof, which is the size of this. So on the underside of the roof, so this frame will then go onto the roof, and then on the underside, because the metal is quite thin, some people do just screw them straight in using self-tapping screws or bolts. But what I've also seen other people do is build a wooden frame so that when you screw in, that it actually goes into some wood on the bottom. So I cut the timber yesterday for this to build these frames. So I'm building 2 of these frames to fit snugly around the edge there, so that when I then drill through, if you can just picture that the roof will kind of be in between that and that the nails will actually also bite into something, because they've got a frame to bite into then as well. So I'm just going to do this. I was going to screw this together, but there are holes for mounting it in the corners, and if I screw, what I'm probably going to have happen is then not be able to get the screw in from the roof, because it will hit the screw that's already gone through in the corners. So I'm actually just going to glue this up, these frames. They're going to be attached to the roof, so once they're screwed in, they're going to be really secure anyway. They don't actually need to be like really rigidly held together. I'm just going to use this. This is a framing clamp to be able to hold it at 90-degree angles for me. So I'm just going to glue up the corners and mount the frame together. So my frames are all made up. Next thing for me to do is to start thinking about marking this out on the roof. So I've built a template, completely stolen somebody else's idea off of YouTube here. This is the size of the hole that I need to cut, 40 by 40 centimetres, and I've marked the centre point in there, so that what I can do is, once I know where I'm going to place the fans on the ceiling, I'm then going to drill a hole. I can't get the camera right. Drill a hole through that centre point, and then when I get up on the roof, I can put this back on top of the hole and draw my template around so I know where I've got to cut. So that's a nice tidy way of doing it. I like that. I'm happy with that. The thing that I don't know is exactly where I'm going to place them yet, so I've got to work that out, because my little snort there because I've got this giant solar panel that's going to be going on the roof, and it's about 165 centimeters long, I think, and it won't go, looks like it won't go widthways across the roof. It looks like it's too big, so it needs to go lengthways, which means that I've got to work out and make sure that it's not going to hit the fans. Now, as you can see from these fans, if you come and take a look at them with me, when they fit into the frame, you see this bit here fits into the frame, down the bottom, this bit, this plastic bit here, but it's got like all of this bit at the end, which kind of juts out the back. So that I need to account for in my measurements, the overhang as well, because I think it might be actually, even though this is like the longest of the fans that you can get, it might actually be a little bit tight up there. So I've got to be absolutely spot on with that to make sure that I don't put the fans in such a place that I then can't fit the solar panel. That would be a disaster. So some measuring, this is one of those whole measure twice, cut once situations. I'll get this one right. So it's time to put the safety goggles on. I've got my drill in my hand, and it's time to start drilling holes in ceilings again, which is always terrifying. Would also help if you actually had your drill turned on and plugged in. Kind of critical part of the process, really. My first time doing any work on the roof, and it is genuinely terrifying. I'm sure it'll get easier as time goes on, but you sort of feel the bounce of the roof as you're up here as it moves under your weight. But yeah, it is a little bit scary up here, but the ladder is firmly attached to the van, and I'm pretty sure I'm safe. So yeah, let's carry on. So I'm all measured up now, and now it's time to start drilling some holes and trying to cut these holes out. I've doing both of them at the same time, just to try and be a bit more efficient with time and lifting the tools and stuff up. So I've lifted up all the tools I need up onto the roof, and yeah, let's get started. That's the first hole cut. It's a little bit, tiny bit small. I've just got to cut a little bit extra off and then file it down. I'll come and do another little update from the roof. So watching everyone walking their dog in the graveyard. So I've now got the bracket in. I've started to screw it, done some sticker flex all the way around, and starting to put it in place. I've checked that the fan itself actually fits in, it does. So now it's just a matter of lots and lots of sealant and getting it all in. Yeah, crack on with it. And that is pretty much job done. New fan in. I'm not going to take the plastic cover off until all the Sikaflex is dried. It's been gone all around the edges there. And it's all in place. That's actually up at the moment. I'll pop inside in a second and see what it looks like on the inside. So now it's just wait for the Sikaflex to dry, and then tomorrow I can test if it's watertight and take off the tape, clean all of that up. I did start the hole for the second fan, but there's no way I'm going to get that done today. I've only got about 40 minutes of daylight left now, so that's going to be for another time. So what I'll do is I'll pop a little bit of Sikaflex in the hole that I've drilled for the pilot hole for mapping it out, and yeah, just keep that watertight overnight. Maybe have a look at it tomorrow if the weather's good. But yeah, I know what I'm doing now. I know how to fit a Maxxair fan. So one more job done. Last video of the day. It's 3:25, so I've been out here for, I think this has taken me about 4 hours today. I think I started just after 11, and the fan is fitted and it's pretty good. Pretty pleased with how it's gone, and yeah, so that is that job done. Still got the other one to fit at the back, which I know where I'm getting on Saturday, so I will do that another day. And really pleased with my achievement today.